The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam's recovery journey could be filled with emotional moments, as despite his struggles after a serious brain surgery, Liam is determined to attend his daughter Kelly's prom. The upcoming events promise to bring a range of emotions from anxiety to tears to hope, interspersed with warm moments between Liam and Kelly. Here are the specific developments, analyzed in detail one by one to better understand the psychology and actions of the characters. Steffi visits Liam and the deep family bond after Liam underwent brain surgery to save his life. Steffi has always been by his side. Not only was she the first to discover and take him to the emergency room, but she was also a great source of spiritual encouragement throughout Liam's time in the hospital. This week, Steffi will visit Liam again. This is not just a normal visit, but also an opportunity for the two to bond over family memories, love, and responsibility. Although Liam and Steffi are no longer married, they still have a close bond through their daughter Kelly. It is the shared responsibility for their child that motivates Steffi to always care and worry about Liam. The life-saving factor. Steffi saving Liam from a critical situation makes him appreciate her more than ever. This also confirms that the emotional bond between them does not stop at being Kelly's parents, but also has sincere care for each other. Kelly and the motivational dance that made Liam disregard his health condition. Steffi shared with Liam about Kelly's excitement for the upcoming dance, especially when she really wanted her father to appear. For Kelly, Liam's presence in important moments always has great meaning. Small joys, but great spiritual value. For a child like Kelly, a school dance or any activity with the participation of parents is extremely sacred. When listening to Steffi recounting her child's anticipation, Liam became even more determined. The stress of being in the hospital. However, Liam's health condition is not optimistic. He is in the recovery phase after a dangerous brain surgery, which means that the ability to do strenuous activities, move a lot, or attend crowded events can lead to unpredictable risks. Warnings from Dr. Bridget and Dr. Grace during the treatment. Dr. Bridget and Dr. Grace constantly warn Liam about the importance of rest. After brain surgery, he needs to avoid overexertion because any strong impact or stress can aggravate an already critical condition. Bridget and Grace represent the voice of medicine, constantly reminding Liam of the risks if he tries to leave the hospital too soon. This shows that Liam's health problem is much more serious than he could imagine. In Liam, on one side is the medical advice of the doctor, on the other side is the desire of a father to make his child happy. This conflict leaves him in a state of internal conflict. Should he follow the doctor's instructions or follow his fatherly feelings? Liam's determination to leave the hospital. The weekly preview video shows Liam removing all the machines himself, ignoring the advice of two doctors, and preparing to leave the hospital. This action shows a stubborn, but also loving Liam. He is willing to risk his health to bring joy to Kelly. Obviously, escaping the hospital in a state of having just undergone brain surgery is very dangerous. Any mistake can put his life in danger. Emotions cannot be measured. Although risky, for Liam, Kelly's joy is the top priority. Therefore, he ignores all advice, showing the deep love between father and daughter. Steffi and Kelly, disappointment and hope intertwined. Meanwhile, Steffi understands Liam's health condition better than anyone. She warns Kelly that her father may not be able to attend the dance due to medical problems. Kelly will certainly be sad, but deep down, she always hopes for a miracle. Kelly's feelings, her father's appearance at the important dance, made her extremely excited. Even though her mother explained about Liam's health risks, her childish soul always believed and expected a warm reunion. Steffi's role. Steffi had to care for and worry about Liam, but also had to find a way to help her daughter understand and accept the harsh reality. Steffi's complex inner feelings in this situation clearly showed her responsibility as a mother and an important friend to Liam. Liam's impressive appearance with a neat suit and a quirky hat, the image of Liam walking through the door, wearing a neat suit and a somewhat humorous hat to cover the post-surgery bandage, became an impressive highlight. This moment marked Liam's determination and at the same time brought unexpected joy to Kelly. Emotional moment. When Kelly saw her father actually appear, her happiness exploded. Liam can also enjoy precious moments with his child, temporarily forgetting the physical pain and anxiety about his illness. Although this scene is beautiful and warm, no one is sure that Liam can stay healthy throughout the dance. He can collapse in the middle, or his brain condition will deteriorate at any time. Inoperable brain tumor. Terrible incident awaits. More worryingly, there is information leaked that Liam may have an inoperable brain tumor. If this is true, Liam's situation will become extremely serious, marking a dark turn in the future. Hearing that the tumor has recurred or cannot be completely removed will make Liam, Steffi, and the whole family fall into despair. This anxiety especially haunts Liam when he always thinks about Kelly and the memories he wants to create with his child. The drama of the film can be pushed to a climax with a series of medical and mental challenges. Will Liam face a cruel fate, or will a miracle appear? The next scenes can witness the solidarity of family and friends, all fighting together for Liam's life. More moments between Liam and Kelly. Calm before the storm. Before things get worse, the bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Liam and Kelly will have a rare warm time together. Father-daughter love, family joy is a small light in the upcoming storm. Although it is just a short dance, it can become the most beautiful and precious memory of the father and daughter in the current situation. The whole development shows Liam's sacrifice for his daughter, as well as Steffi's steadfast love for both Liam and Kelly. This battle is no longer just Liam's, but the whole family's. With the above developments, the bold and the beautiful will be extremely dramatic. The happiness when Kelly sees her father appear at the dance is just a small slice on the long and stormy journey ahead. Despite all medical advice, Liam tries to be with his son to create meaningful memories, but his condition turns out to be much worse than initially predicted. Can father-son love, family love, and even a miracle help Liam overcome his dangerous situation? Fans will surely hold their breath to watch every new development of the film. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that at 2 Giardino, things have just exploded between Sheila and Poppy as the two are finally forced to confront each other after the Luna paternity incident. The story gradually becomes more complicated and dramatic than ever through each tense moment, as the past, personal conflicts, and bold decisions intertwine, pushing both women into internal battles as well as direct confrontation. The confrontation at 2 Giardino explodes from the past. At 2 Giardino, the location is not only the setting for a luxurious party, but also the place where deep conflicts that have been buried for a long time suddenly explode. Sheila and Poppy, two characters with complicated pasts and their own secrets, meet again right after the Luna paternity incident. This incident seems to have exacerbated the existing conflicts, like a stimulant for unstable emotions. Sheila had many thoughts and frustrations about Poppy taking advantage of Finn and deliberately keeping Luna away from him. This action not only hurt the family's feelings, but also hit the trust and loyalty between people who were close to each other in the past. When past and present collide, Sheila brought a series of bitter accusations to question Poppy. She not only complained about her behavior of taking advantage of Finn, but also criticized Poppy for using Luna as a tool to carry out her own secret plans. For Sheila, those accusations were not simply a reflection of personal dissatisfaction, but also the voice of a woman who felt betrayed when Poppy's past with unforgettable actions was still there. However, Poppy was not interested in listening to those accusations. She coldly closed her mouth, not allowing any of Sheila's perspectives to infiltrate the conversation, especially when the memories of the past were more obscure than ever. The atmosphere is already heated from the bitter words, and immediately things become too tense when both women get into a food fight, a metaphorical image illustrating the uncompromising struggle between them. This food fight is not simply a matter of throwing half the food to the other side, but also a metaphor for them trying to throw all the negativity, anger, and emotional wounds from the past at each other. Each laugh, each scream seems to reveal emotions that they may have hidden for a long time, creating a dramatic and uncompromising scene. The consequences of truth if the situation is already tense enough. Imagine how things will turn out when Poppy finds out about Luna's new living arrangements. This plan is not simply a small change in life, but can be the turning point that stirs up a storm of psychology and internal conflict at the root of family relationships. The image of Luna, the child caught in the middle of the mother's fight, became a symbol of sacrifice and pain, a warning that the decisions of adults can lead to unforeseen consequences for future generations. When emotions cross the limit in a sudden and breathtaking moment, Sheila pushed Poppy off the cliff, an act of violence that no one could have expected. The moment was not simply a physical gesture, but also a clear sign that Sheila, despite having experienced many challenges, had not changed her cruel nature inside. News of this incident shocked fans. A hard fall from Sheila's own hands caused Poppy to lose her life on the spot, turning the entire complex family picture into a real tragedy. Sheila killed someone, and the unexpected consequences. Sheila's extreme action did not stop at defeating her opponent by violence, but also opened a dark chapter in the story of the film. Sheila, who has caused controversy and conflict through her past decisions, now leaves behind a harsh reminder that she has not changed. Her murderous actions not only shock viewers, but also raise questions about the fate of the characters involved and her ability to pay for past crimes. Will Luna avenge her mother? In the chaos of the aftermath of the tragedy, the final big question is whether Luna, who seems to have always been caught up in a whirlwind of complicated relationships, can get justice for her mother. Luna, who has been torn between the love of her mothers, now has to witness the tragic death of Poppy. Will this pain of loss ignite the flames of revenge, or will Luna choose the path of forgiveness, overcoming fate? This is the decisive moment when every action can turn a tragic chapter into a story of retribution, or conversely, open the door to hope and redemption. The Road to Dark Fate, the story in Tu Giardino, is not simply a confrontation between Sheila and Poppy, but also a panoramic picture of complex relationships where the past and present dramatically intersect. Every detail, from the bitter accusation to the multi-layered food fight, from the violent act of pushing Poppy off the cliff to the news of Sheila's murder, marks an inevitable turning point. The bold decisions of the characters have put an end to an upcoming journey that will be a series of dark events, when every relationship and every conflict is pushed to its climax. Against this backdrop, the question of whether Luna will ever be able to avenge her mother remains a mystery, opening up a journey full of doubt and challenge. Fans are eagerly awaiting the next developments, when every scene, every line of dialogue is like a bell signaling the upcoming emotional storm, making the bold and the beautiful continue to hold the audience's attention through every dramatic moment.